Here is my E. pulcherrimaclassi. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that. I bought this one and he's matured some time ago. You can see his little tibial hooks there. Tibial hook. He's still alive, so he's good. And he never ever got a name, unfortunately for him, but he's Spider and he doesn't really care too much about that. But anyway, he's still handsome as ever. This is the first Lasiodora parahybana that I acquired. This is one I've also raised from the baby. I kind of had suspicions this one was a boy. Not entirely for sure. We should be able to definitely tell next molt. This one has not been interested in food lately, so I think that molt should be fairly soon, but as we've found in the past, tarantulas don't always molt within a few weeks. It could be even a couple months later when they stop eating. So it just depends on the tarantula. But this is Anansi, the Lasiodora parahybana. And I can't even remember the common names. I think it's the Goliath pinkfoot? I don't know. There's so many common names, that's why I kind of use the scientific names. Here's my other LP that I've also suspected as male. It looked male when I checked his molt last time, and that was kind of a little messed up. But yeah, I think both of these are boys. I could be completely mistaken still. This one still has no name, unfortunately, but this is the other Lasiodora parahybana I have. And he did molt recently, too. I thought I'd show both of these beauties side by side to kind of give a comparison. As you can already tell, the one on the right is a lot more grayer looking than the one on the left. This one here is my red color form. Common little rose hair baby, but it is a red color form. As a tiny little baby, he was $8. This is Ember, by the way. Why is my camera not wanting to focus? Not very well focusing, is it? This is why this camera is not the best. I think it needs more light over there. Anyway, this is Winter. Definitely a girl. Sex, this one is a girl. Very, very happy about that. I'm extremely happy that Winter's a girl because I've also raised this one from a tiny baby. And the first tarantula I got was a rose hair as an adult, but she died. Well, I think it was in the same year I got her. I don't exactly remember for sure, but that was Freddy Krueger. This one, I'm so happy to raise from a baby being a female, and she should be with me many, many years to come. So this is very awesome. And these are both very sweet little tarantulas. Oh, that's a little bit better focus further away, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. So anyway, these are the two rose hairs. Winter and Ember. Here is my little pretty, not as bright yet, but still a baby, bee smithy, Brachypelma smithy. And, which I know is the Mexican Rene. This one I remember. This is probably a boy for sure. I'm pretty sure this is a boy. Rocket was always his name. Way before Guardians of the Galaxy, by the way. This one got his name because he kind of just took off real quickly all of a sudden. So this is Rocket, my bee smithy, and I am looking to purchase a female. Not in the near future. Probably a couple years from now, honestly. But I would love to get a female. If anyone's willing to part with a female, you know, I wouldn't mind taking her. I know they're expensive tarantulas, but just saying. But yeah, so this is the beautiful little Rocket. Isn't he gorgeous? I'm pretty sure bottom here is a boy. This is the Grandma Stolopocrapes. They call them now commonly, it used to just called golden knee, but they also call them striped knee in the pet trade, which is why it's also kind of confusing. I remember when I first saw a striped knee, I was like, well, what's a striped knee? What species is that? And it's like, oh, well, that's a golden knee. And I was like, oh, why give it so? See, that's why it's so confusing with so many common names. You might think, oh, well, even some have similar common names, and they are not the same species. So, yeah, but this one, I love him to death. I thought about breeding him with my big girl one day, but I've raised him from a baby. I don't want to risk losing him. So, anyway, here he is. Very gorgeous, acting shy on us right now. So here's a little Brachypelma albiceps. I'm sorry for the lighting. It's kind of hard to capture this one because it's smaller. I had two, but one died, and I'm hoping this one ends up being a girl, being the last one that I have. Slower growing. I've had this one since October October 2014, and just very slow growing, so very similar, or maybe even more slower growing than the Grammostola rosea. So yeah, but I'm hoping this one's a girl. Like I said, really hoping. This one I think we were going to call Pride or Joy. I had one named Pride or Joy. There was like one named Pride, one named Joy. If this is a girl, she's going to be called Joy. So yeah, there you have it. I've had to get this one out of my hand because it was just too tiny and too dark inside this little tub. This is my Brachypelma vagans, unsexed. This one's called Zombie, and the only reason is because I had a Brachypelma a B vagans that was a boy, and it died. And I thought, well, I'm just going to call this one Zombie as a resurrection of that one. But hopefully this one's actually a girl. I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of stopped growing, but it is colder months right now. So this is Zombie, the little bee vagans, or the Mexican red rump. And the next one I'm going to show you is a whole lot more smaller. I don't handle this one or that one even less. So let's go ahead and show you the smallest of them. Oh no, like I feared, hard to focus on this one. This is my chili red rump, Euthalaces something species. It's a dwarf tarantula, and I don't know the sex, and I wish this would even focus. I can't focus. Oh god. You're too tiny. Hard to see this tarantula, but see that opening back there? It goes back to the right. You can guess what kind of tarantula's in here. One that hides all the time. My last remaining OBT, I had a boy that died as well. This one has no name as well. And this one was originally called Thing 2, or was this Thing 2? Yeah, this is Thing 2. But she needs a proper name, wherever she is. Had to find a flashlight to shine in here to show you. You can see the bright orange there on the tip. She just molted. This is my Venezuelan sun tiger, or my P. Armenia, and this was confirmed a female quite a while ago, and decided to name her Linda. And she just molted. I'm so happy. Like, she didn't eat the other day, so I knew she was going to molt, but I didn't expect her to molt this soon. And I wish I could get some better footage of her, but I do not want to mess with her since she probably literally just got out of that old skin. So yeah, she is going to look really quite stunning. You can tell just by looking at that old molt down there how gray it is compared to how black she is now. Oh goodness, she's going to look absolutely gorgeous. I think I'll do just an update video on her in a few days. So yeah, this is awesome. Here's my little P. Imperator, the Emperor Scorpion. I had two, but one did pass away. Love these little guys. Very slow growing. Scorpions, I think, just seem to be more slow growing than a lot of tarantula species. Does that seem the way to anybody else? Here's one of my sea gracilies, or Florida bark scorpions. This is, which one is this? This is Hannibal. And Hannibal was actually my cannibal. Ate one of the siblings, so I did separate them because of that, even though they are supposed to be communal. It was kind of an accident, as she was grabbing for a cricket and grabbed her sibling instead. And this one is still quite plump after some time and doesn't seem to eat as much anymore. Not sure how this one's going to fare out in the future, but we'll see. Here's Sting, my ever always eating baby, which I did post a picture of on Instagram eating the other day. And that's another little sea gracilius baby, and quite lovely. Here is my ever gorgeous H. spinifer, or my Asian forest scorpion. Yeah, so this one is the last remaining of my scorpions. I did have a red claw, but unfortunately that one had stopped eating for like forever and did pass away. It may have been like a parasite or something, and we're unsure. We'll never know for sure. Just kind of sucked that that one did pass away. But this, I love this girl. Very awesome. Yeah. So hopefully this remains with me for quite some time. Really, really love this beauty. Now, I guess I call it a girl. I don't really know if it's a girl or a boy quite. But very awesome, nonetheless. How well this is focused. But, yeah, I've got my big Choco girl here. This is Nyx. Choco Golden Knee, it's another name for just the Golden Knee or common stripe names. And this is the grandma stole a Palker piece, or Palker. I said it wrong many times. I think when it comes to scientific names, many people pronounce them differently. But she's a very big, sweet girl. She's had her moments sometimes where she's gotten to be very grumpy. She's a little scared right now. I think she's starting to dig her little feet into me, because this is really not the most comfortable position for her. But this is just to end the video. And this is my little arachnid video. Yeah, we've lost some arachnids, but a lot of them were mature males that we've lost, and a few unexpected deaths. This is the 2016 start. I don't really think I'll be getting any more arachnids. It's because of my living situation. I don't have space. Otherwise, I probably... And money, too. Money is another thing when it comes to arachnid keeping. They can be quite pricey. I would love to get more, especially some females. And I absolutely love this girl to death. She is really a sweetheart. Except for her moments. But everyone has their moments. And so, anyway, I just wanted to end this video showing her off. And hopefully you've all enjoyed that little arachnid update. I think it's going to try and put her back soon. Oh, look, she's flexing her fangs. Did you see that? No? Maybe? Okay.